And hello all my fellow nerds out there, this is Oracle Nerd Richie and welcome back to another part of Let's Play Glitch in the System. In the last part we went off into Jazz Punk and we saved Cliff and Chase. And look at them. Look at these two precious boys, they're just so happy. They're just so happy, I freaking love them. Anyways, this part we're gonna go off and rescue Billy this time. I wonder what game Billy's gonna be in. I actually have no clue. But but anyways, I kind of wanted to talk. I think Mac wanted to talk to us first before we head out. Hi there, Jack. I'm so happy to see Cliff, Sayori, and Chase safe and sound. You're doing a great job. Thanks. I'm relieved to be honest. It was definitely an adventure. Let's just say I got to know Chase very well. That's good to hear. He's always so nice to me. Admittedly, he usually comes to me when he's gotten himself stuck somewhere, but I'm happy to help. It's my job, after all. Something I've been thinking about, are Stacy and the kids here? Of course they are. The community took them like a house on fire. And I guess Stacy function is still a thing. She's not abusive, is she? Like, the kids are okay, right? I know the fans are a bit split. Oh no, nothing like that. To be honest, I don't think she's all that developed. But she gets the kids on weekends, and he's always taking them out around town. It's pretty cute. He has a son and a daughter, by the way. Oh yeah, I guess the community's consensus. I'm not exactly forthcoming with information, am I? Well, it's your story. Take as long as you need to tell it. Wireland will adapt. I think. They do seem rather set in their ways. They got names? Names? You haven't given them any yet, so as of now, Buddy and Sweetie. Aw, those are cute names. Buddy and Sweetie, those are cute names for kids. I love that. Okay, yeah, that's probably for the best, until I come up with something better. They're not going anywhere. Chase is a really good dad. He loves those kids to death, you know. Well, come on now, you're almost as bad as me. I couldn't help it. You're darker than you come off, Mac. I have my moments. But seriously, do they have to follow canon? I vaguely remember Undyne saying something about how canon is affected by the admin's wishes, and as much as I'd like to mess with fictional characters, it's a bit sad to see them as people in front of me. It's complicated. They could transcend it like Billy, and in fact, I think they have on some level. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but my job is to take care of them as they are. I guess you could try making new content and seeing how they change. Man, even you were on me about it. I'll release it when I release it. Oh, no rush. Tell your story whenever you want. I guess you should get going. Billy's still lost, and I'm sure Natsuki is probably around there somewhere too. Oh yeah, I'll get on it. Thanks for talking to me. But anyways, let's head out, and let's go save Billy. Let's go save Billy, whatever game he might be in. Where are we gonna end up? No! Saturday. No way! Are you serious? Oh no, you're kidding. We're in kindergarten. Why? Oh crap. This is really gonna suck. Hey, you there, what are you doing? You better not even think about leaving. I just got here, why would I leave? Yeah, that's what they all say. I'll keep an eye on you, bub. I hope this trip to a death-defying grade school ends up being worth my while. Well, it wasn't my fault. How was I supposed to know Monty sold rocket launchers? That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that if you're given the detonator to Nugget instead of Clem, we might not have had to restart right now. Yep, sounds like I found a couple friends, if they'll let me call that than that. Okay. Oh my god, little walk cycle. It's you. Astute observation, Billy. Yes, it is indeed me. No, it's just I almost didn't recognize you at all. Not used to looking at me directly in the eyes, are you? Ah, are you? Let me guess. Jack? Hey, Natsuki. Nice to see you again. It's not the ideal circumstances to be meeting up, but we needed more quality time anyway. Quality time is a very weird way of describing being imprisoned in a death trap. Well, sure, when you put it that way, it sounds weird. So, you two know each other? Sure we do. We knew each other way before all this happened. She lives like 2 doors down, remember? Awesome. Now that I've got you both here safe and sound, we can just leave and go meet Mac. No, we can't. Sure we can, because it's up to the left. What, really? Well, gee, Billy, I guess all we needed was for Captain Obvious to show up. Okay, I get it. What's preventing you? Well, the main problem is the janitor is keeping an annoyingly close eye on us. He's been on our asses from the second I got here. Try to leave the school and he doesn't hesitate. Hesitate to do what? Don't. Just don't. Unless you want to pay my therapy bills for the next 20 years. Yeah, your innocence is important to us. That's why we both subjected you to gratuitous violence in our respective games. Hey, my game never went that far. Well, I'm here to spring you out. 3 heads are better than 2, even if they're really small heads. Man, it's weird being this short. Very funny. Just help us avoid getting ourselves mauled or blown up or whatever else is probably gonna happen if we're not out of here soon. I think this is going to be different from the original game. Aren't these crossovers always? Yeah, thing is, you know the whole law of death permanence, right? Well, restarting the day respawns everyone from the game, but obviously anyone outside the game shouldn't die. Obviously, and this is a problem because kindergarten is a bit of a death trap, I assume. Yep, but there's more. There always is. Thing is, Nugget is kind of connected to the apocalypse mechanism of the game, so if we're not constantly on his good side, or if we cause his death in-game, he can pretty much smite us. What does he do that every time he dies when I'm playing kindergarten? Do I really have to explain the whole performative aspect of being an actor in a game? Or is the fact that I don't have any lines other than cries of pain and yet I can talk to you here enough? Okay, I get you. Don't kill Nugget, because he's unscripted right now. And you're finally talking sense. One more thing though, if you restart the day, the kids from kindergarten don't remember it. If you get Nugget to trust you and then restart, you gotta start all over again. So it's kinda like Groundhog Day for all the non-native kindergartners. No, and spring's over for a while now. So I don't know why you're bringing that up. No, I mean, you won't get it. Since I care about you staying in one piece so we can get out of here, I should mention Natsuki and I are not exactly good at making Nugget like us. Is that so? Look, we offered him a flower, but he said that was something special between him and the main character, who isn't here for some reason, so we're kinda stuck on how to get him to trust us. How many times have you played through this again? More than I care to remember. Honestly, I'm sick of even looking at this place. You take over, Jack. I mean, that was the plan, so absolutely? Good, you won't be doing this alone, but if I hit any more dead ends trying to solve this on my own, there's going to be another dent in the wall next to Nuggets. And considering it restart the day, we don't want that. Things don't actually start going down until morning time, so it'd be best if you... Hang on, you little cretins. You've been back here plotting long enough. Oh my god, he's limited movement. Plotting? Who's plotting? You can't fool me. I've had one too many a foul deed to know. No, we're not plotting. We were just saying hi. Okay, I'm going to meet my other classmates. Call it what you want. You're still going. You're still getting a pat down. Ow! Hey, watch it. This isn't a beat down. Don't know why you were this dusty. Nothing. Okay, you're good to go. Next time I think you're up to something funny, your guts are gonna paint the wall. Got it? What, you got psychic powers to back that up? Oh right, I almost forgot about you. I've got a bone to pick with you about that mess in the lockers. And now's my time to go. Just go talk to everyone. We'll catch up with you later. Oh, look at everybody. I don't know who these black and white folks are, but is that who I think it is? Halt! I see you were the one they called Jack. Well, never fear. Jackie Boy Man is here to save the day. Are you okay? Do you need some help? Jackie Boy Man has no need for your assistance, dear citizen. I can easily escape this treachery of kindergarten. I mean, you're talking about yourself in third person. What? No, not all the time. Don't be weird. But third person introductions are the most epic way to make an entrance. Also, didn't you know it's a confidence booster? Really? You should try it out sometime. Works wonders. Okay, will do. But yeah, seriously, you sure you don't need any help? Your insistence is rather strange, or perhaps villainous? This isn't some foul trick, is it? Trick? Listen, would I cause pain and suffering to one of my own beloved characters who is so near and dear to my heart? Okay, shush, never mind. Just know that I have no intention of writing any angsty stories right now. No, not while I'm trying to save this place. We shall see about that. But so help me, justice shall be swift and merciless in her kickassery, should you prove to be a backstabbing blackguard. Oh, believe me, stabbing is literally the opposite of me. Is it little Misfortune? Why does she look much cuter in this game? Whoa, Misfortune? I wonder if I'd be seeing you here. Are you new to this class? We haven't had anyone new before. I guess you could say that, in a manner of speaking. Hooray for new friends! I would give you happiness, but the teacher confiscated my glitter. She said something about it being the hairpiece of the arts and crafts world. Hairpiece? Oh, herpes. You know, I didn't think hairpiece made a lot of sense. But I also don't know what herpes means either. Think sickness. Oh, that's really sad. Glitter brings happiness. Oh, wait. So, is that why my mommy didn't take it back in the store when my daddy gave it to her? Yeah, that would be why. Pretty sure there's some people who would love for that to be possible, though. I can imagine. If only I could give back all the codes to the other kids at school had given me, but without getting them sick. Just like in a little box, you know? Maybe. Well, it was good talking to you, Misfortune. I'll see you around the school. Very likely. I think we might even be in the same class. Then I'll definitely see you around. Oh, is this Clementine? Clementine? Wow, of all people, I didn't expect to see you here. Do I know you? Oh, I guess you wouldn't recognize me in this art style. It's me, Jack, the person who owns the computer. This is kind of weird, I know. Oh, yeah, this is kind of weird. Right, that reminds me. Lee's been worried. He said he said you could look after yourself, but he'd feel better if he knew you were safe. That sounds like him. It's been a few weeks since I last saw him. But I'm working on getting out of here, and I think I've almost got it figured out. What brought you here in the first place? It didn't seem like the kind of game you'd enjoy. No, it's not. I was looking for AJ. He likes it here. For some reason. He's not here, by the way, and then the game got deleted. So I still don't know where he is. Oh, do you need some help finding him? Well, maybe just keeping an eye out for him. We've got We've kind of got bigger issues going on right now. Right, anything else I can help with? Not right now. It's a delicate operation, and I kind of need to do this on my own. I appreciate the offer, though. You sure? I bet I can help you out. Well, actually, I don't trust you yet, so thanks, but no thanks. No, I get it, it's fine, but I'll be around if you do need any help. Just let me know. We'll see. Thanks. Wait, let me go talk to Nugget. Nugget! Ah, Nugget! This place wouldn't be complete without you. Jack has returned from the world outside Wireland. What? You're not happy to see me? Nugget is conflicted. Do you have the nugget of friendship Nugget gave to you long ago? What? When did you... Oh yeah, you did give me a nugget of friendship, didn't you? Nugget is disconsolate that you are leaving Wireland so soon. Oh, Nugget, I'm so sorry. Nugget will never forget the time we had together, however minuscule. We didn't really have a lot of time together. Nugget has not forgotten the time we brought about the apocalypse together. You have kept your Nugget safe. But I don't have it with me. It's a metaphysical Nugget. The Nugget in your heart. Please take this final Nugget as a token of Nugget's appreciation. You got the Nugget! The Nugget is distraught over your departure and does not like long goodbyes. Shoo! Huh, that was so long ago. I feel like I've grown a lot since then. As an entertainer? No, taller. Nugget is not concerned with this. He only wants to know if you brought the Nugget, thus cementing our friendship. Ah, well, what do you know, Nugget? That was so long ago that I kind of... Wait a second. Huh? It's in my pocket. So is this duct tape. Oh, something appeared on the screen. Nugget is touched. To think that Nugget's friendship would mean so much to you. Very well, you have proven your loyalty. Really? Just like that? When most individuals carry a stale and possibly rotting chicken nugget around in their pocket for months on end. Nay, this lends a sense of unspeakable loyalty. Nugget is pleased to the depths of Nugget's panko-breaded soul. What? Ah, good. Glad to hear it. Besides, Nuggets are saturated with the finest of preservatives. Nothing would tarnish their perpetually crisp state. But believe Nugget, this loyalty you have shown is a covenant stronger than if we had signed it on each other's blood. Well, that's a relief. I better keep as much blood of my blood on the inside as possible. The day is still young, and the chances for a flesh wound are plenty. But enough about that. Nugget must ask a favor of you, but not now. It is an important favor, one of life and death. Perhaps even the life and death of the vast cosmos itself. Well, that's some pretty heavy stuff. What do we need to do? Here is not safe. Meet Nugget in morning time. Then all shall be revealed. Did he just say that just to reference that one animation? Come on. Multiple rewards are in it for you, for Nugget holds the very important item necessary for your quest. Do you not see how Nugget is speaking with incredibly important emphasis? Behold, Nugget is winking. Alrighty, will do. Okay, who are you two? Joey? Oh, they're black and white. It's Joey from Homestuck. Oh, I just got that. What the? Jack? I can definitely say I wasn't expecting to run into you here. Not that I'm not glad to see you or anything, I'm just really surprised. That makes two of us, and I still can't figure out how me and Jude got here. Suspecting it was a cult-like in origin. Possibly involving strange artifacts and hidden magics. Over. Jude, you don't have to say over, we're literally standing next to each other. Apologies. Was caught up in the school's energy. We'll refrain from doing so in the future dialogue. No kidding. The school feels like it's bursting with excitement and agitation. That makes two of us. Kindergarten is almost like a whole other ballpark. So how'd you end up here? Jack, forgive my hasty introduction, but your assistance is vastly required. Over. I thought I said working memory is as good as ever. Muscle memory still adjusting. Force of habit. Spend most of game talking in this manner. Hi there. What can I do for you? Your mission should you choose to accept. Take peanut butter and jelly sandwich, throw it in lake. That is all. Is there a reason for this? No time to explain, but of vital importance. Okay, so let me put it in my... And my stuff is gone. Where's all my stuff? School staff are crafty. Potential for item weaponization results in much contraband. That's fine, I guess. Why do you need a sandwich? Why do I need a sandwich? Literal life and death scenario. When you need to use the item here, just click on it. It's on the bottom on the right. It'll light up when you're holding it. Oh yeah, weird how that's how this game carries items, but it's super convenient too. Oh, as much as I wish he were kidding, he's not. It's kind of important that you throw the sandwich in before the bell rings. Okay. Good catching up, I guess? We can talk more later. Sorry, he's so high-strung. Ugh. Oh, right. Did the janitor even unlock the doors of the school? Better go check before some kid beats me to it. Oh, right. I have to click on it. Okay, so it's glowing. Well, here goes nothing. And I guess that's that. And Jack, although I'm really curious, what happens next in my story? Oh yeah, I guess I haven't gotten around to that yet, have I? Schedule must be busy. Understandable. We can't wait. There's Sam here I can save with. Hello, Sam. Oh, even the save file changes. Huh. What? Are you acting like you've never seen anybody have a smoke break before? You're not holding a cigarette. Excuse me, are you the expert on drugs? You're damn lucky I'm smoking outside today. Backing away now. Okay, I guess we start the day. Now, are you that desperate to get into the school? Yes. Okay, kids, teachers had her smoke break, so it's time to go inside the class. It's morning time, kids. Be sure to partner up or you'll be an outcast loser. Not that it matters. We all end up outcast losers in the end. Just be quiet and go play. Teacher has a bit of a hangover. Hey, come talk to me, Natsuki and me. What? You're what? 2 feet away? Come over here. I guess we could just leave him behind. I mean, it's actually burden for us since we spent all this time trying to figure out puzzles while he was off doing who knows what. Fine, I'm coming. So you talked to everyone, right? Well, everyone who is in the schoolyard, yeah. If there's other students than everyone here, I haven't seen them yet. Well, duh, this isn't the only classroom in the school, but right now, consider this the important group. Well, that's not self-centered at all. Right? We didn't think so either. Anyways, do you have any questions? Too many to count. Yeah, I'm sure, but stick with the most important ones. Now that I've gone through the outside part okay, what am I supposed to do next? What's weird is that the janitor never got all up and close before you came, so you probably triggered some kind of event. See if you can do that again. You'll probably get stuff going that we couldn't. Did anyone imply something that you could do for them? Ask for an item, anything? Not really. Mostly a lot about secrets and having to earn trust. Which I guess I can understand, but you'd think they could trust me being the owner of the computer and all. Because you can absolutely trust a maniac who throws down a spike fall. Okay, yes, I do kill you a lot, but that's just you. I don't have a special kind of killer-killy relationship with the rest of them. I was just teasing, but it's amusing to consider that they're taking that into account. Thanks, means a lot. Anyways, any specific details? How is Clem? We could never get her to work with us. Will she work with you? No, Clem wants my trust. Nugget said morning time was the safest place we could talk. Nugget could not help but overhear Nugget's name being dropped. Well, yeah, you're standing right next to us. I'd be surprised if you couldn't. Nugget would have a very strong reason to believe this claim. Oh, brother. Well, you're here and it's morning time. How can we help you, Nugget? Give Nugget one moment to regain Nugget's composure, and so that the details may be extensively detailed. Good. Relative surface peace is returning, though the undercurrent remains turbulent. Let us begin. Nugget has taken interest in the clever Clem. Nugget has never seen anyone with such cleverness. Her brain and skills far outmatch anyone in this prison that reeks of juvenility. Indeed, Nugget's heart has been captivated. Nugget feels like writing poetry. Insanity, Nugget knows, but Nugget feels as though this is the only way to express these complicated feelings. You have a crush on Clem? What happened to the pretty Lily? Nugget is slightly aghast that Jack has forgotten that we are all actors. Besides, in-game romance often takes place, but not always. Perhaps you can help Nugget become endearing to Clem, so as to not receive threats of acupuncture by bullets during morning time. Nugget can assure you her aim is most accurate. And how are we supposed to do that? Perhaps the pink one would be willing to loan her skills to the lovelorn. The pink one? Oh, what? I don't have a name? Also, what? Also, you want my help? Nugget believes the conditions has been set forth are quite clear. Would Natsuki be willing to lend her aid? Okay, fine. Do you want me to write it for you? You write a poem for Nugget? Nugget does not take part in academic dishonesty. Nugget merely wants to help in a creative process. It's more like Cyrano de Bergerac than academic dishonesty, but okay. Alright, I guess we're doing this. What ideas have you got, Nugget? Nugget has some words picked out. No, are we actually gonna write a poem in kindergarten? Oh my god, we are! Are you serious? No way! Oh my god. Die bugs. Nugget and Clem. Let's go with side hug. Oh! Okay. Second best ketchup sniff eyeballs platonic. 3 of 8 from 1 of 8, really? Platonic? Okay. I have no clue what word to pick next. I'll be back. I gotta try to figure this out. Alright, okay, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's friendly. Oh, it is! I hit a word up here. Clever. Classmate? Okay. Don't want to say Lily. I don't know, handshake? Oh, okay. Masticate? I don't know what that was supposed to be. Pulchritude? Oh, okay. Sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer just makes an appearance. And yes, it's pronounced sphygmomanometer. It's really not. Sphygmomanometer. It's really not that hard to pronounce. Okay. wave, maybe? Oh. Nug out of get. Nugget. Bullet shield. Passion. Zombie. Bloody stomach. Let me think on this for a second. I guess I could guess bullet shield? No, that doesn't sound right. Zombie? No. I'm just gonna go with zombie. Oh! Oh, that worked! Huh. These are the words Nugget must use to capture the heart of the clever Clem? You should at least get her thinking about you. Very well. Nugget shall entrust this poem to Jack for its delivery. Only then can he earn Nugget's trust. That's a lot of pressure, but okay. Pressure? Yes, it is much great pressure. But Nugget assures you that you cannot access Nugget's very important item unless Nugget and Clem can ride happily off into the sunset. You're going to wait until the end of the day? The sunset is metaphorical. Now shoo before Nugget's nerves cause him to gnaw off his own arm again. Oh no, don't gnaw off your arm again, Nuggets. Wait, actually, doesn't look at his spray. His spray has a nugget on it. Come on, couldn't have put the nuggets in his hair. Oh, I guess we talked to Clem? Hey there, so I have something for you. Okay, what? It's, just read it. Is this a joke? I kind of wish it were, but Nugget really wanted me to deliver it, so... Inquiring Nugget would like to know, how was it? It was okay, by poetry standards, I mean. Not that I know much about it. Nugget will gladly accept an okay, for okay is far from outright rejection. Yeah, that's true, but Nugget, I kind of already have a girlfriend, so I can't be with you two. Sorry. Ah, Nugget feels this thing, but far be it from Nugget to trample on the wishes of one Nugget likes. Thank you for being honest. Nugget appreciates it, even if it has wounded Nugget to a fair extent. Oh, Nugget took that surprisingly well. Now Nugget shall deal with his rejection in the only way Nugget knows how. And what way is that? Pain. Oh god, no, Nugget! Let's have an ominous. Should we follow? Yes! And just where do you think, where do you little monsters think you're going, Hey, there's 4 of us, and Clem's got a gun. Fine, let the hall monitors deal with you. Let's work for me. Just be sure to bring me back something good, or I might change my mind about reporting you to the principal. How'd you know about the gun? I've known you for longer than 5 minutes. That's fair. Been waiting for this day since day 1. You get close, you get close, and you get capped. Did you seriously antagonize the janitor to have him shoot you? Nugget honestly did not realize the janitor was in possession of a gun, but that is no matter. Nugget's time has come. Damn it, we have to stop the bleeding. Hold on, let me see what I have. Oh god, we have 9 seconds. Maybe this nugget of friendship? Clem, what about this nugget? Worth a shot. Hold still, Nugget, this might hurt. Why did you save Nugget's life? Why not let Nugget's feelings pour out all over the floor with his lifeblood? Nugget, listen, it's not worth it, okay? I'm really flattered, and I appreciate that you like me. But if there's anything I've learned, it's that life goes on. You'll find someone who's perfect for you, someone who's available. And someone who's closer to your age. I think I'm a little too old for you, let's be honest. Does the clever Clem mean that? About your age? Yeah, really, how old are you here? 'Cause he's like 5. You're really young, Nugget. Don't worry about romance. It'll happen when it's supposed to. Nugget did not realize that you cared so much about him. Truly, the deepest recesses of Nugget's cholesterol-laden heart are touched. Perhaps Nugget has lost sight of what truly matters at this point in life. Friendship. Thank you, Clem. You have say. I'm not really doing that good of a Nugget voice. Top of the morning, dear ladies. I can't do Nugget's voice like Jack does. I just stink at it. Anyways, you have saved my life, and in doing so, thus proven our bond of friendship has to be a strong one indeed. Please tell me you'll at least accept the friendship. Will you promise not to pull any more crazy stunts like this again? Surely it was a moment of emotional madness caused by Nugget's disappointment in a different future than imagined. Nugget will do better. I'll hold you to that. But for now, yeah, we can be friends. Nugget must commemorate this occasion by giving out new, thicker, tastier, heartier nuggets of friendship. Nugget is elated. The forging of a new friendship greatly warms Nugget's heart. Or perhaps it is just the infection setting in. You sure we get that looked at? Do you need to see a nurse? What nurse? Right. Well, I guess you can start your own YouTube channel later on called Nugget Infected Chest. Or something like that. like Jacksepticeye. I get it. Nugget shall log that away for business endeavors of the future. But for now, action is required. Nugget can sense this. Yeah, Clem, you said there was something that you needed. Was it? Do you trust us? Yes, you did good. And having someone almost die on you tends to make you closer to people. So, here, take these hall passes. We're already a thin ice out here as is. I need a bag of frozen peas. What? Whatever it costs, I'll pay you guys back for it. You can even keep the change. It's really important for the plan. Wouldn't that be pretty easy to get though? For you, yes. For me, no. I'm not allowed back in the shop after the incident, so that's why I need you to do this for me. The incident? Yes, Nugget remembers as well. It scarred Nugget's mind so deeply there were nightmares for 2 solid months. Then you get it. The incident? Do not worry, Clem. The perplexed Irishman will do what he can to procure the peas of the freezer. Thanks, guys. I'm counting on you without it. The whole plan fails. Seriously, what is the incident? There is no innocence. There is no innocence in xylophones. Now then, away with us. Let's shoo. Oh, there's some. Is that Rose over there? Is that Rose? Oh my god, he's so cute! Look at him! Look at Rose over there, he's so adorable! Oh, I love it. Okay. Ooh, fan art! Oh! Oh, that's pretty cool! Oh, I love it! Look, it looks so cute! There should be some stuff in these lockers, right? Let's see, cafeteria, no need to go in there. Locker is locked. Must be what they call them lockers. Does anyone hear a weird sound coming from it? No, I just... Wait, is that... Oh great, Rick rolled by a locker! This locker will open up. Oh wow, this smell is overwhelming. I hope that was dead before it was put in there. Not after. Something dripping out of the slots of the locker. Don't touch it. What, do you think I was born yesterday? I'm not gonna touch a weird liquid coming out of a locker in a game I know it's for casual homicide. Then why were you reaching for it? It was a muscle spasm. The locker is locked and I don't see or hear anything coming weird from it. That's the time we should leave it. Okay, what's this one? There's nothing in this locker. There's a spider. Nothing useful in this locker then. I think this is Cindy's locker. Well, the fact that it has her name on it with a poster of Mettaton surrounded by little hearts makes that really obvious. Cindy's obsessed with Mettaton! Oh, that's so cute! Is nobody going to ask why she's got birth control pills? I might ask! Cindy, what the hell, man? I don't think I want to. Okay, let me just... equipment, I guess. It's in this one. Okay, there's a true crime enthusiast, and then there's decking your locker out with weapon. The shrine in the back from Monica concerns me the most. Huh, so the love notes were from Bugs. Can't say I saw that one coming. What's in this one?
The locker smells like it's been used as a bathroom. Then let's not get any closer. What's this one? There's a big lump of metal in the shape of a locker. Looks like someone got an art project mixed up with the school equipment again.
Oh, Jesus. No, I just knocked down something. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back. I actually tried to fix my Deadpool cup that I dropped, but I actually ended up cutting my finger. Had to make a bandage out of tape and one sheet of toilet paper. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. I'm actually very resourceful at that. Anyways, looks like someone got an art project mixed up with the school equipment again. Again? Are you really surprised? No. No, I can't say that I am. This one. That's a creepy looking teddy bear. Why is it giggling? Close the locker, close it! Is that a reference to something? I feel like that's a reference to something. Giggling teddy bear. Is that from a game I don't know about? I feel like that's from something I don't know about. Anyways, what's this one? This locker is filled with full of antique dolls. That's more terrifying than anything I've seen in this school. Yeah, I'm going to close it and then see where I can get some holy water. Oh, there are donuts in here! Have you not learned how much food at this school is poisoned? I know it's probably poison, but now I want donuts. Oh, a soda machine. Let's see. Vivi. Sorry, just trying to get my dog's attention. Anyways, let's see. Cherry pop, orange pop, grape pop, beef pop? Oh, I'm curious. I should hang on onto the money. Anyways, hi, Rosé! I should probably say first. Hold up. Look at my little guy! Halt! State your name and business. Number 2? Relax, Rosé, it's just us, and we need to get by, so please move. I'm afraid I can't do that, Billy. It's my solemn duty as a homeowner to make sure you... Well, for crying out loud, we have bathroom passes. Just let us through. You do? Yeah, here you go. Well, these seem to check out. At the very least, they don't look like forgeries to me. See many forgeries in this line of work? Lots. You'd be surprised how, insistent some people are at getting in. They don't take the time to pay attention to details. So, are you going to let us in or not? In, but... Well, not that I'm trying to assume anything, but Natsuki, you do realize this is the boys' bathroom, right? It says bathroom pass on it, and this is a bathroom. Do I have to take this up with your manager? Oh god, Natsuki is a Karen! She's a Karen! No, go on ahead. Just don't talk to the staff. Seriously, please don't. They're very creative in how they deal with issues. Thanks, Rosé, you're the best. You're welcome, I try. Aw, Rosé, my poor boy. Or girl, or darkener. I'm just gonna say darkener because they're a darkener. Huh, I was expecting more urinals. Color me surprised. You can barely reach the things as is. We're kindergartners after all. At least that narrows down checking these hidden secrets in the stalls and behind the sinks. We don't even need to do that. It's in the stall in the middle. Easy. Right, you guys have been here before. Should remember that. Thank God those are some searches I don't have to ever do again. Why is there a book in there? Why is there a book in here? Oh look, an echo. It's banned. This is where they go to hide and read it. 1984. Weird book to ban. Is it though? I never read it though, but there is no toilet. Key observation, but there's a human skull. That's really creepy. This doll feels like a trap. What in the world? This is the shop. In the bathroom? Wait a minute. I can't hear the music. Hold on, let me turn it up. No, it's Sans' shop. And there's Sans up there. Sorry, I'm not looking for a boyfriend right now. I'm taking some time for me. Yeah, some time for your self-improvement and reflection is definitely important before jumping into a new relationship. But are you saying I need to improve myself? Everyone does. Not just you. Everyone can be a better version of themselves now with time and, like I said, some reflection. I don't need to change a thing. It's the dumb boys that need to change. And I don't appreciate your comments towards me right now. That's sexual harassment. I'm pretty sure sexual harassment is the wrong term for this. You're lucky I don't just call the janitor over here right now, but he won't pick up his cell phone. So rude. Maybe all the blood on it from innocent kids made it short circuit. I don't want to hear excuses. You wait until I buy a switchblade off Sans, then I'll show you how to deal with people like you. Carla! Hey, new kid. Need a favor? Nope. Nice to see you, Carla. Am I supposed to know who you are? Wait, you're one of my mom's clients, are you? Are you? Clients? What kind of clients? That's what she calls the people who buys the plant she grows in the backyard. Oh, her mom's a weed seller! Nope, this is Jack, not some stone dude. Oh, he's one of my dad's clients. Wait, what does your mom sell if it's not weed? Venus flytraps. Huh, well, that's not what I was expecting. Anyways, if you want it, ask them. I'm not their distributor. Nope, just wanted to say hi, and now I've said hi. See ya. Penny! Hi, I'm Penny. Do you want to be my friend? Is your mom the principal? And should you be breaking the rules by being here? What? When my mommy doesn't know won't hurt her. And besides, she's not the principal here. Yeah, we actually haven't met the principal yet. He keeps to himself usually. That's kind of odd. He doesn't come out of his office or something? Nope, never. I've always wanted to be daring enough to... Nope, never. I've always wanted to be daring enough to break a rule. Look, I have a cigarette. I don't even smoke, but just holding it makes me feel powerful. Well, okay then, enjoy it. Bugs!
Don't get any smart ideas. The school rules don't apply to me.
Because technically we're all breaking the rules by being here and buying things off Sans.
Oh, yeah, that too. But I slipped the janitor a bit of cash to look the other way.
Really? You had to pay him off to stop kids from suffering? Isn't that his job?
Yeah, which is why I had to pay him to let me finish it.
This is going nowhere.
So just run along before I decide to teach you a lesson.
Hey, listen, I'm all out of merchandise. So unless you want to sell me something, I can't do anything for you. How'd you run out of merchandise? That's what happens when you get a competition. Supply and demand. Sans was offering my wares at a lower price. So I'm thinking we could set up our own shop together. I got a whole business plan drawn up on construction paper. Huh, that's very detailed. I bet he'd love to go on business with you. Now, if you don't mind, I want to practice my pitch for the flamethrower I invented. Lily and Billy! Oh, it's you, Billy. The other Billy. Yep, that's me. Except unlike your brother, I wasn't named in my game. Hey, you were named with love. Okay, mostly rage, but people love you. However you were named, it's nice to see you again. It's been a while now. Half the team is here, and it's not the same without you. Team? You're on a team? Kickball, and it's not all that organized. You could play it here. You could play it here, you know. No, Bugs is too competitive. He actually keeps score. Aren't you supposed to? Keeping score makes everyone take it all seriously, and then it's not fun anymore. Can't argue with that. Kids who take sports too seriously can get pretty mean. And that's on top of how mean Bugs is. It's a double dose. We'll get you guys out of here as soon as we can, then. Thanks. Wait, can you leave Sydney here?
I think if we undeleted the game, everyone gets undeleted. Oh, well, it was worth a shot. Well, if it isn't my name doppelganger. Thanks for the common name there, Jack. I mean, it's not as if I can relate. There are lots of Seans. And there are a lot of Billies in games. Even more when I play. I don't mind too much. It's just another thing that makes me ordinary, as opposed to the weird kid who went missing for most of the first game. Sounds like your reputation you want to shake. It's kind of tiring. But at least this Billy's known for something he's actually doing instead of something that's being done to him. Even if there's something he's doing is getting on Jack's last nerve. Hey, that's something. It is indeed. Good on you for pissing me off. Always a pleasure. Hi, it's Joey and Jude. Hi again, Joey. Oh hey, what brings you here? I could ask you the same thing, but we're running an errand right now. Yeah, Sans has more variety than the weird junk my dad brings home. And that's saying something. Mostly just here to keep an eye on Jude. Oversight appreciated. Never know when the enemy may strike. That's really sweet of you, watching out for him like that. Well, it was more of the sake of other characters than his own. But given we're outside our game... Yeah, there's that too. Well, good luck with the watching. Thanks, I could use it. Hey, Sans. Of course, if someone had to set up shop in a bathroom, it'd be you. Good to see you again, Sans. the friggin' Sans sound when he talks, that's funny. My favorite customer. And landlord. Nice to see you again, Jack. Nice to see you again, Jack. That's funny, your accent's changed. Could say the same for you, but nah. Pretty sure you're just reading things. Don't you mean hearing things? Do I? Anyways, what can I do for you? Right, we're in need of some frozen peas. You don't happen to have those by any chance, do you? You're in luck. Oh. Dang it, I held the button down. I was skipping dialogue. I didn't mean to do that. I discovered the radishes were the root of the problem, affecting the rest of the lot. Radicchio, isn't it? So I asked the guy if he'd celery son of bleep. He'd celery son of
$5.99.
Sorry about that. Anyways, so I asked the guy if he'd celery son of bleep price set to me, but he didn't care at all. It's like I'd KO him or something if he did. That being said, we tossed the rhubarbs at each other, and I told him when he was done with his shiitakeing, we should. Sans, please, we'd appreciate the wit, but I think Jack's dying over here, like flattening. Could you hurry it up? I get that Jack being the player character is important here, but I'm pretty sure my brain's bleeding too. Stop. Is that why Papyrus is enjoying you in your business venture? Nah, he left because my strong urge is to touch pasta. Now he's gone. I'm feeling cannelloni. Adding to the shopping list, do you sell any alcohol, earplugs, knives? Knives. I got ketchup, Q-tips, and nail clippers. Pass. I've also got mysterious pills if you're trying to erase any and all memory of this happening. We'll take it. That bad, huh? Okay. Natsuki, I know this place is bad and those jokes are horrendous, but this isn't that a little... Not for me. The teacher said she wanted us to bring her something. She can't say no to these. Alright, Miss Jiggly Tits will be so high off her tits, she won't care what we do. Perfect! I'd say that was like poetry, but You're just jealous you didn't think of it first. But yeah, we'll also take the pill too, Sans, please. Alright, that'll be $5 at your exchange rate. It's about 5 bites. Honestly, I'm surprised. I thought you'd be charging more for these pills. Outside of kindergarten? Yeah. Inside? You gotta be kidding me. Tiny people have tiny wallets. Can't charge too much. The fact that you're selling this stuff to kids is honestly pretty scary. Come on, I know Jack's a responsible adult. Or at least an adult. Ouch! Tell you what though, Jack. You mind if I take that poem off your hands too? You want this poem? Why? Been trying to get a publishing business going, but it's bound to be trouble though. Heard there's a lot of industrial spying going through between companies. Practically takes a page from the warfare espionage, don't you think? You just had to ask. Take it off if it makes it stop. But yeah, thanks, Sans. I think. Anytime. Except outside school hours or when they won't let you use into the bathroom. Also, this text right here is upside down. Okay, let's get out of here. Hey, just a minute. I took these bathroom passes to science lab and ran them under a microscope. These are really good forgeries. Manager, never mind, proceed. Oh, poor Ralsei. Anyways, we got the pills right here now. Okay, kids, morning time's almost over. Make sure you get ready for lunch so I don't have to wait for one of you cretins to finish up putting away your toys. Well, looks like we'll have just enough time to deliver what we got and check in with Nugget. Actually, let's talk to Miss Fortune real quick. Hey, Miss Fortune, how are you doing? I'm having a lot of fun with these toys. In fact, I'm having so much fun, I want to tell you a secret. Secret? Yes, a big secret. Okay, here it is. The principal has a very important arcade machine in his office. Arcade machine, huh? Do they have a red screen? How did you know? Are you a psychic? I think the word you're looking for is psychotic, which Jack definitely is. Billy, don't be exactly half of an 11-pound Black Forest ham. How do you know about this, Miss Fortune? I saw the man who looks like Jack rolling it down the hallway, putting it in the office. Then the kindergarten got deleted, and I was stuck. Miss Fortune, you have any idea how much you've helped us? You have no idea how much you helped us. Thank you. I'm a little lady, you know. That's what I am. Okay, anyways. Well, do you have something decent? Or am I gonna have to call the office and have you cretins expelled? We have pills. Pills? You say pills? Gimme! Enable her addiction. Oh yeah, so much better. Listen, you can do whatever you want. This would be better if one of my special brownies. So, can we look through your confiscated items? I can look through my underwear drawer for all I care. That's something I didn't ever think I need to think about. Looks like this is the confiscated stash. Okay, even for a game like this, my first waterboarding kit is a bit much. At least she confiscated it. Yeah, but she's letting us take whatever we want, so it's really permanently confiscated. So is it really permanently confiscated? Let's just leave it. Too many questions. What are we going for? I think we have to get the glitter from Miss Fortune or something. That's right here on top of the cage tarantula. Look, as long as it's in a cage, I don't even care anymore. Got it. Perfect. Ah, my ear. I need to turn that down for myself. What if it was knocked over? Let's just pretend it didn't happen. How responsible. Good of you to notice. Hey, I think this is Miss Fortune's glitter. We should return it to her. It can't hurt anyone, but annoying the teacher is pretty satisfying when she doesn't murder you. Okay, so equip that. Hey, Miss Fortune, we got your glitter. Really? Oh, thank you, thank you. Yay, she's a little glitter thing. Happiness for my friends. Oh, one more thing. Here's an egg. An egg? I found it on the playground. I found it on the playground and I didn't know what to do with it. So now you can figure out what you want to do with it. You got the Jockey Boy Man Eggo. Oh. I can't go into a menu, dang it. Looks like on it. Oh, right, I have to equip it first. Perfect, thanks. Still not gonna tell me what you're planning to do with them? I don't trust you that much. Okay, I guess we talk to Nugget now. I'll be right back, guys.
Sorry, I'm back. I had to go and do something. Anyways, let's talk to Nugget. Feeling any better, Nugget? Nugget's condition has improved greatly. Well, in fact, he has much more to share with, for Nugget has had time to contemplate these last few minutes. Well, yeah? Come to any interesting conclusions? Yes, Nugget has come to the most vital conclusion of all, his purpose in life and the universe.
Is that so?
You have proven yourself trustworthy. Nugget requires you to continue his mission. And what mission is this? First, a story of Nugget's near-death experience, where Nugget's true purpose in life cannot be understood until one is regaled in the story of his ascent into the realm of light. The what? Sounds second best Billy. Silence second best Billy. Can we get that meme where it's like silence meme with a crab or whatever, and just have Nugget blasting Billy with a ray? Can we just get that, please? The story is vital to Nugget's quest. As Nugget lay bleeding upon the hallway floor, he saw a great light pulling him into the heavens. Nugget began to ascend towards the light, and as he ascended, a figure in white came into view. Who was this figure? Nugget cannot know, for these mysteries are only to be known after death. And Nugget realized that in that moment that he could not die there. For this is the first time Nugget's purpose became clear. Nugget realized he had unfinished business in this mortal coil. And so, as Nugget's mortal wound was plugged and Nugget descended back into life, Nugget realized that nothing else mattered except his mission. This mission. What is Nugget's mission? Nugget must cleanse the world of all who have done Nugget wrong, for Nugget cannot die as they live, and they cannot live as long as justice must be served. Wait, what? Nugget must never die as long as those who have wronged Nugget do not face justice. And so Nugget has devoted his questionably limited lifespan to eradicating those in his life who are unworthy. Nugget can only die peacefully among their skeletal remains. Only then can Nugget know peace. Charming. So I guess we have to become more technicians or something so you can go die. Natsuki is mistaken. Although stripping the flesh from the bones would likely be beneficial for reasons Nugget cannot enumerate right this moment. Oh god, the cyan is really clashing with the red, and I don't like that. It hurts my eyes. If it has anything to do with baloney, I'd rather not get involved. Bologna. Or Bologna, or whatever it was pronounced. Jack is also mistaken. Besides, refusal would be a mistake most dire, but enough of that fact. Okay, it's back to normal. Okay. Nugget will expound upon these plans over a hot meal in the cafeteria. Until then, Nugget suggests that you sharpen your weapons and wits. You will need them. Stab people with humor. Got it. If that's what you named the knife, sure. Okay, kids, teacher's ready to be left alone for a while. Now check out her magazines. Go down to lunch. I don't want to know what magazines you're reading. Ugh. Unless it's like beauty magazines. Now what? I guess we talk to Nugget for the next assignment. Otherwise, we'll just get stuck here. This is going to end, well, maybe not badly for us, but weirdly for sure. Such is the way with Nugget. You do that voice one more. Such is the way with Nugget. You do that voice one more time, and I will pull a janitor and beat you to death with the next object I see. You really need a sense of humor, Billy. I have one. You just piss me off too often to see it. Oh, there's a save. Okay, I don't know how much I've recorded yet, so let me check that out real quick. Okay, I seem to have recorded like 7 words of 10 minutes, like an hour and 10 minutes in. So we're an hour and 10 minutes in. So I think I can go for like 20 more minutes. Anyways, let's talk to Nugget. Nugget sees you're interested in helping Nugget with his important mission. More like we didn't have much of a choice. Nugget is accustomed to reluctant friendship, so he can accept these terms. For now, it is time to brief Nugget's reluctant accomplices to the mission at hand. Your mission you cannot refuse to accept is to take out all those who have done Nugget wrong. What? We're the ones doing the killing? Alas, it is only a temporary death, as this is our own game, but to hear the soft splatters of their blood on the floor would be music to Nugget's ears. Hold on, this isn't easy for us to do the dirty work while you sit here orchestrating it. We'll take the damn job. We just need to get out of here. Excellent. Nugget has already composed the hit list. Hit list? Those who have done Nugget wrong, please attempt to focus on the mission at hand, or Nugget will have to expand his list by adding your names. Alright, Nugget, what do you want us to take out? Pay close attention. Nugget will only say these things once. Unless we reset. Semantics do not concern Nugget. Now, onto your mission. The first on Nugget's list is Cindy. Cindy, class floozy. And what did Cindy do? Nugget is flabbergasted that such a question need ask. Cindy has a reputation of loose morality, but her transgression was unforgivable. Am I going to regret asking what she did? Oh, I freaking love this. It sounds like Splinter Cell music. Nugget cannot take responsibility for the loss of childlike innocence. Not when he must make sure his hit list is taken care of. Cindy did not transgress against Nugget specifically, but against Billy. We're not friends or anything, but I think I'd remember that. Nugget apologizes, but he forgot that Billy shares his name with Billy. Henceforth, Nugget will refer to his friend Billy as Superior Billy and you as Inferior Billy. I'm not even going to argue with that. Cindy ended her and Superior Billy's romantic entanglement. Therefore, Nugget must exact vengeance on Superior Billy's behalf. For Superior Billy is superior also to Sydney, and thus should have terminated their relationship. So you're mad that she dumped him before he dumped her. Cindy must face consequences for compromising Superior Billy's honor. This is only fitting punishment for such a horrific transgression against Nugget's friend. So kill Sydney. Anyone else on your hit list? Naturally, Nugget's short life has not been without hardship and mistreatment. You ever consider that existence of a hit list implies that you might bear some responsibility for that? Nugget is uninterested in the philosophical discussions. He can have plenty of them when his enemies are slaughtered. Now then, Nugget will continue. The next person on Nugget's list is Carla. Carla, class hustler. Okay, I get why you want to kill Sydney, but why Carla? From what I remember of the game, she was pretty helpful. Didn't she sneak things into school for you? Nugget discovered the limits of Carla's generosity. And what did you try to sneak past the teachers? Nugget cannot disclose such information, for the terms of hustler or hustly confidentiality are protected by law. That only applies to doctors and lawyers. It is true that Carla still awaits the results of the bar exam, but Nugget is not comfortable sharing what she refused to smuggle into school for him. Only that this transgression shall not go unpunished. It was alive, wasn't it? Nugget speculates that it may have been living at one point. Fine, kill Carla. Anyone else on your twisted list of offenders? Nugget is surprised that this is a question the pink one felt the need to ask. Nugget's life has been plagued with inconvenience. Is it just me, or did this game switch genres very abruptly? Murder is a necessary component of gameplay. Nugget is only making the scene more interesting. Hush now, Nugget must continue with and thus we move to Nugget's tertiary target. Bugs. Bugs, class bully. Figured his name would come up.
Nugget has nothing if he does not have his reliability. I guess I don't need to ask why he's on your hit list. The infractions must be numerous. Correct. However, Nugget would prefer to continue his exposition for the dramatic tension that is not yet on an acceptable level. Oh no, not the dramatic tension. Bugs coats Nugget with food quite frequently. He also pulls out Nugget's chair when he is about to sit and threatens Nugget with knives. Indeed, Nugget's life is plagued with the fear of Bugs' homicidal ideation. I kinda get why you'd want to kill him if you feared for your life. I usually suppress this feeling. Nugget's child psychologist recommends facing the problem head on. But Bugs' demise would delay Nugget's demise. Anyone else on your list? There is but one remaining student. Penny. Penny! Class snitch. Oh, but she's so nice! Penny's ability to deceive is well documented. Her deception knows no bounds. So she's one of those mean girl types. Nice to your face, but a jerk behind your back? Nugget believes that this is so. Penny has oh God, I can't do Nugget's voice anymore. Jeez. Penny has confiscated many of Nugget's necessary items. What's more, she delivers contraband to the teacher. This is unacceptable. Couldn't you steal it back from her? Negative. Teacher does not trust Nugget, and so Nugget's lighter, which he planned to use to incinerate the school, is lost for eternity. Penny must pay. Nugget participated in unspeakable activities to acquire this lighter, activities Nugget does not wish to relive. Is this one I should call Child Protective Services, or... Nugget did not break any laws. Nugget merely lost his dignity for the sake of TikTok. And so, oh God. Really? TikTok? Come on. Come on, dude. Really? And so Penny shall pay with her life. All done? No one else we have to murder? I would also like the teacher to be eliminated. However, we shall cross that bridge when we come to it. The final member of Nugget's hit list is the janitor. The janitor. Homicidal maniac. Homicidal maniac. I figured we'd be off in the janitor. Nugget has nothing but contempt for the janitorial career. Is that the only reason you want him dead? Janitors are the reason our country is in ruin. Janitors must all die. Figures. The only one with the list worth killing is for the dumbest reason. You think fish are attempting world domination? Pot, meat, kettle. The janitor also keeps freshwater fish at his house. Now there's a reason I can get behind. Because Billy hates fish. Why does Billy hate fish, though? Like, can somebody explain that to me? Like, why does Billy hate fish? I don't get it. You've been to the janitor's house? Nugget does not wish to elaborate on that holiday season, nor the homicidal possibilities in fruitcake. Nugget learned much, although will not require fruitcake for this endeavor. This completes Nugget's list. There are terms that must be filled before Nugget can reveal his greatest secret and unveil his very important item. So, how do you suggest we go about this? Nugget requires 3 casualties before the recess bell rings. Return to Nugget when the deeds are done. Yeah, but how? Nugget believes Penny will prove an issue. She is looking for contraband. Perhaps it would behoove you to find a way to get her to look the other way. Nugget knows that she is rather fond of bribes. Maybe Monto can sell us something. Hey, Monty. Hey, listen, I don't hear about anything. I'm gonna say, okay, fine. Recycle your food. Oh, wait, that post recycle your food, that reminds me of something. And there's a bee soda thing? Hello again. It's so nice that all the classes can come together for lunch and recess. Sure is. Say, Penny, if I wanted to bring something into school that might be a little bit against the rules, what would it take for you to keep our secret? You mean a bribe? Yeah, I guess you can call it that. Well, Monty gives me candy every day, so I'll let him bring his prototype flamethrower. But I don't think you have any candy. So I guess the next best thing is my dolly. But Cindy has her and won't let me take her. If you could get her to give it to me, I might consider looking the other way. On it. Okay, so we gotta go talk to Cindy then. Why are you so obsessed with me? Why are you so obsessed with me? Oh, I like that song. Why are you so obsessed with me? First you follow me to the bathroom and now here? That's so creepy. I happened to run into you in the bathroom. And we all have to go to the cafeteria. I mistapped the button. It's so super creepy. Maybe I should call security on you. I'm not interested in you, so go away. Hey, is that a doll you're playing with? Duh, why do you care? Can we have it? No way, finders keepers. Can we buy it off of you? Not your life. And I guess I might be able to give it up if I had something better. Maybe something good to trade? Something like what? Let me think. What free thing can I get from you? Oh, I know. I see my mommy carrying a handbag all the time, but she won't get me one. So get me a handbag and the doll's all yours. Great, I bet Monty has one. He has a bunch. I don't just want any handbag. I want a special handbag. What does it look like? Well, I'm not too picky, but there are some things in my handbag I absolutely must have. It has to be blue, pink, green, or red. But if it's green or blue, then it has to have a long strap. If it's pink or red, then it has to have a short strap. Fine, that's not too hard. Yeah, I'm not done yet. My handbag also has to have a gold strap unless it closes on the top or has a zipper. Then I don't care what color it is. But if it closes with a clasp, it has to be gold. If Monty has more zipper bags than clasp bags, I want the color he has the least of. If he has more clasp bags, I want the color he has most of. And if they're equal? Second most popular color, duh. Look, it's super simple. Just get me the right bag. There's no way we're gonna remember all that. Don't worry about that, I just wrote it all down. So fast? There's construction paper everywhere, and I always carry a pen, so just look in your inventory to see them. Thanks. You better give me this bag, because if you don't, I'm gonna be pretty pissed. We'll get it. Okay, actually, let's talk to others. Here's just some luck. Just unpacked some merchandise from my liquidation sale. So what can I do with you for? Do you have a handbag? Sure, no problem. I got 12 of them in my storeroom. But I'm... Oh, hold up. Sorry for that, my recording messed up. I got 12 of them in the storeroom, but I'm conducting business here, so I'm not going to be able to let you see them until recess. Well, we really need a handbag now. Tell you what, I like you guys, so I'll make you a deal. Go to my storeroom and pick out your handbag. Then you can come back and pay for it. Where's your storeroom? Sans and I are working out the details, but we usually use the bathrooms. I think we put the handbags in the girls' bathroom. As long as you got bathroom passes, it should be easy to get in. Great, we've got some passes. We'll head right over. Okay, but I'm trusting you here. If you try to take my handbags or give someone else without paying for it, there will be consequences. So come back to me and cough up when you find one that suits you. So... Okay, we are bathroom passes equipped. And I think that is where I'm going to leave it for now. So, anyways, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Glitch in the System. If you liked this, please click the like button, leave a comment down below. And for the bonus question of today, what do you think of this chapter so far? Chapter 2 seems pretty fun. Though I like chapter 1, but I like chapter 2 a lot better. Anyways, go ahead, like this, leave a comment, and share this with your friends. And also, please click subscribe so you don't miss a single video. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!